Transformation, specifically reflection, and when the mirror line is vertical or horizontal. What is it? Process that manipulates a polygon on a plane or coordinate system. Why? Helps to understand with spatial awareness. Interesting fact, toucans are one of the noisier jungle birds. They live for up to 20 years. Their predators include jaguars and other big cats. Now let's take a look at the examples. Example 1 and 2 are when the mirror line is vertical, and example 3 is when the mirror line is horizontal. Now let's take a closer look at example 1, and let's read the steps. Step 1, pick a vertex and count to the mirror line. Step 2, pick another vertex and count to the mirror line. And step 3, continue until the last one. So let's go over the definitions. Pre-image is your old, which in this case is your red triangle, and your image is your new, which will be the yellow triangle, which you will see shortly. So let's go ahead and read the example. Find the locations of the vertices after reflecting across the mirror line. So as you can see, we've already have the vertices of the pre-image. So let's go ahead and find the vertices of the image. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you the answer on where the image is located, and now I'm going to show you why that is the case, and then we'll find the vertices of the image. Also, you may need to know that the vertices are called A prime, B prime, and C prime. You have that to denote the difference between the image and the pre-image. Let's go ahead and get started with A. So now we're going to count to the mirror line. As you can see, the light blue line is there. So let's go ahead. That represents one space. So now we have 2 spaces and 3 spaces. So we counted to the mirror line. Now we need to count away the same number. So 1, 2, and 3. So A prime is in the right spot. Let's go to the next vertex, which is B. Let's go ahead and get started by counting to the mirror line. So 1, 2, and 3. So we counted 3 to the mirror line. Now we count 3 away. So 1, 2, and 3. And luckily for us, C is already on the mirror line, so C prime is in the exact same location. Okay, and there we have it. Now, to show you another way why this also works is that you can cut out a piece of paper the same shape and size of your pre-image and overlap it so that you can see it visually another way. Okay, so we've overlapped it with the green triangle. We're going to go ahead and reflect it since our mirror line is vertically. Do it that way, and now I'm going to make it a little bit lighter so you can see behind it and so you can see what is happening. So all we're going to do is just slide it over until it overlaps with the image. As you can see, it overlaps, and if we make it darker, you can't even see the yellow image, and so we know we did it correctly. And now let's go ahead and find A prime, B prime, and C prime. A prime is going to be 2, 3, B prime is going to be 2, 1, and C prime is going to be negative 1, 1. Now let's take a look at example 2. Here you have your pre-image. Take a guess on where you think the image is going to be. If you guessed here, well done. Let's go ahead and discuss why. Okay, so we're going to follow the steps. We're going to start counting at vertex A. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 4 to the line. Now we count 4 away. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we found A prime. It's in the right spot. Now let's go to B. So we start counting 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now we have counted 4 to the line. So now we count 4 away. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So B prime is in the right spot. Now let's go ahead and find C prime. So let's start counting to the line. So 1, and now we count away, which is 1 as well. So A prime, B prime, and C prime are all in the right spot. Let's go ahead and show you another way visually. So we're going to do the overlapping method. We're just going to cut out a piece of paper, overlap it, and now we're going to reflect it. And now we're going to go ahead and make it a little bit lighter so you can see what's happening. And we're just going to slide it so that it overlaps, so that you no longer see the yellow image. As you can see, it's overlapped. Let's see if we can see the yellow image. We cannot, so we did it perfectly. And now we're going to go ahead and find A prime, B prime, and C prime. So A prime is going to be 3, 4. B prime is going to be 3, 2. And C prime is going to be 0, 2. Let's take a look at the last example, example 3. This case is a little bit different since our mirror line is horizontal. Let's see if you get it. This is what the image looks like. And now let's show you why that is the case. So follow the steps. Let's start counting with vertex A. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have 4 to the line. Now we count 4 away. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. A prime is in the right spot. Let's go to B. So 1, 2. So 2 to the line. So now we count 2 away. So 1 and 2. B prime is in the right spot. Now we just got to make sure C prime is in the right spot. So let's count to the line. So we have 1 and 2. Okay, so now we count 2 away. 1 and 2. C prime is in the right spot. Now let's show you another way visually. So once again, you can cut out a piece of paper, overlap it with the pre-image, and now we're going to go ahead and reflect it. And now we're just going to go ahead and make it a little bit lighter so you can see behind it. And now we're just going to go ahead and slide it down slowly but surely. You're going to see that it overlaps over the yellow image. And we're going to make it a little bit darker so that you can even see the yellow image. And since it's overlapping perfectly, we know we did it correctly. And now we can just go ahead and find A prime, B prime, and C prime, which in this case, A prime is -2, -3, B prime is -2, -1, and C prime is 1, -1. Okay, now it is your turn, so go ahead and pause the video so you can take your time to answer this question, and I will show the answer in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, here's the answer. If you got it correct, well done. If not, there's always tomorrow.